welcome back, everybody. Bruce Porter joins us now for this week's Dollars and Cents segment. Going to solve all our money problems. How are you?
Good to be here. It's nice and cool. It's great.
It's a little too cool. I'm not complaining, though. Outside, I'm going to change my mind about that. Come running back in here.
That's right.
All right, you ready for this week's question?
We're ready.
Okay, this is a dandy right here. This is a conundrum. My husband recently passed away, and now at 58, I am faced with figuring out the finances, including the passwords, retirement accounts, and banking information. Any tips on how I should proceed? That is a tough one. If you're not already shocked by what you've been through, now you have to deal with all the things that you're not used to dealing with.
Yeah, it creates a lot of stress, emotional stress, financial stress, just piles it on. Number one concern widows or widowers have at that point in life is finances all of a sudden.
Sure.
And, there's some real good tips I could give this person. Number one thing, take a breath, get organized. Immediately find out, where's my money at, my banking information. If you don't know by looking at your statements, go to your bank. Go sit down with your banker and say, I need some help. They will be glad to help you figure it all out. If you can't find your password for online accounts, don't worry about it. Go to your bank, sit down with them, and they'll help you. That's the first thing.
Now, I would imagine also in order to get some of this information, you might have to take a death certificate or something with you. So don't just, you can always walk in and see what happens, but I think they're going to want.
I usually recommend people start with 12 because some people will take copies, some people won't, and just keep them on hand. They're fairly expensive, but you're going to need them, so you might as well get them before, so you're not waiting on them.
That's right. Don't get just one and expect people to just look at it and hand it back to you.
That's
true.
They probably won't. So banking, savings, checking account, you need to get a handle on that first thing. Retirement accounts, you may have to make some phone calls. There's 800 numbers usually on every retirement account, or you can go online and you just get to where you can talk to somebody and they will help you. They're very good about that. Life insurance, very important. Life insurance, you need to understand if you can find out if it's group benefits at work or separate policy you have, those are tax-free benefits. So getting that processed right away is going to help you stabilize any type of finances because you're going to get this big influx of cash that you can use to just kind of figure things out. Set a temporary budget. You don't want to go on a spending spree. So what you want to do is immediately find out, here's my income, here's my monthly expenses just to maintain my standard of living. Then get a handle on your debt. Here's maybe a credit card or a car payment, or get a handle on how much the debt is, what the interest rates are there terms and conditions, kind of where you're at on that. Who owns that debt, if it's joint or if it's an individual. I have seen cases where individual, husband had accounts, wife didn't know about, husband had them prior to the marriage.
To the marriage, okay.
They weren't a marital debt, so you need to know the details. Getting organized, knowing where your money's at, knowing what your income is, knowing whether or not you have debts that you need to be concerned about, that is just the starting point. Emotionally, it will help you kind of take a breath and not worry as long as you know. Knowledge is power. So the more you know as quickly as possible, the better off you'll be in the long run because it'll allow you to get a handle on here's where I'm at. And obviously, if you need help, call me. I'll be glad to help, organize, help you identify what you've got. We have never charged a fee for that or anything. And I mean, it's a pleasure for me to sit down and just help you figure it out.
Especially if there is a life insurance payout and you suddenly have money and you're just not quite sure what to do with it. Like you said, the temporary budget is important because now, you may be the only person paying the bills.
Absolutely.
One of your incomes is done. Hopefully there's life insurance, but if there's not, or even if there is, you got to figure out where am I going to put this. For now, don't go crazy.
Yeah,
like
and then the things we've talked about. Now, at this stage in life, you need to reevaluate what are my goals, objectives, and my priorities for this bucket of money. Now, I've got retirement funds possibly, I've got life insurance proceeds, I've got savings in the bank, I've got all these little different buckets of money. Now, what are my objectives? What do you want to accomplish? is income a priority to help supplement Social Security or any other benefits that you've got? If that's the key, we focus on that. So again, know where you're at and then seek some help